Alright, so here's a little video of just some underglow that I put on the Onewheel, and I'm just going to kind of real quick go over how I installed this on here, and what isn't quite finished yet. But you can see it's pretty bright. The lights are on in the room. I'm just throwing a couple patterns, and then I'll kind of pull it apart and show you how I built it. You can see the LEDs are on the rails, in between the bumpers. You can see they sit lower than the bumpers do, so nothing can really kind of bang them up there. Currently I have just a bunch of hot glue on the top to protect it, with like a little piece of plastic. But I am going to epoxy this, and so this just peels right off. We'll just go ahead and peel this off. But let's see, where's the switch? Strip of some LEDs, I believe they are, what are they, SK9822? And I've got wires going around where the screw holes are, and that is so that I can still get in there when I epoxy it. I'll drill that out through the epoxy. The epoxy will hold all this in. It'll keep it safe from water and dirt. You can see here I dremeled out a little space just to fit in one extra LED in the bumpers on both sides, and that's on both sides as well. So they're pretty even this side, even though there's only 3 screws total. I mean, there's only 1 screw on this side. I still put a gap over here just to keep it kind of consistent. But you can see there's the bumpers drilled out. Right, so the battery is in the rail in here. Can't really see it because it's inside the rail, but you can see here's the charging port, and it just kind of like tucks in. And then I'll pull it out when I need to charge it. But this is the battery. It's just like an RC car battery. It's a 1200 milliamps, 7.4 volts. There's the charging port. Here is the charger. Let's see. It's just, oh, that's not the charger. Here's the charger. It's just a USB charger. So you just kind of like pull out the charging port and then plug this guy in and plug it in a USB, and there you go. But yeah, this guy's just tucked right in here. Slides right in, you know, and then inset into the rail. So on the top here, you can see there's that battery wire. It just goes over wherever this thing is, and then it runs back under, and it's wrapped around the wire on the inside, so it's not coming out. It's wrapped around that thing, and then it goes up into here. So we'll pull it open and we'll take a look at all that stuff. Also, it's really hard to see, but the on-off switch is right in here. It's just stuck onto that plastic casing around all the there you go, you can see it. So yeah, it's just a switch on, off, doesn't get caught by the wheel or anything. And so that switch sits down in there. Just a regular old rocker switch, just like this. On, off. Just shoved right through the plastic. Alright, so here's the inside. There's not a lot of room in here, so here's the wires coming out from one of the LED strips. I've got it running into this little snap-on JST connector. Let's see if I can wiggle this off. Okay, anyways, they're kind of hard to get off, but I'll get it off in a second off camera. But there's the other one is down here. It's underneath. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of down here, running under. The switch is kind of back there, so it's under all this, and it's just wired through the plastic. And so the battery comes in from the rail and then goes into the switch. Switch turns it on and off, runs into this little like 5-volt converter. Down steps the voltage from 7.4 down to 5, and then it runs into this teensy, which it's just your like a normal teensy 3.2, and it's all kind of just shoved in sideways underneath there. I'll unconnect these connectors and pull it out so you can get a better look at it. Actually, I think I had to pull this guy out to I guess the Footpad thing. I had to pull that out to be able to get it all in there, so I had to like connect it and put it in, and then put that in. But we'll go ahead and pull that apart and you can see it. Alright, so it's out. So yeah, so I just crimped these like JST 4-pin JST connectors on. They have like little latches on them so they don't come apart. So that's the LED. There's one on the other side too, but I didn't pull that one off. There's the voltage converter, down stepper, and then it's just teensy. This one's an old teensy, I think teensy 3.0. So it all just kind of like barely fits in there. This guy runs under there, connects, and then you plug in the Footpad sensor. So we'll take a look at the wiring underneath in a sec. Alright, so Footpad, let's see, comes off, and you can just see it's just kind of wired around on both sides, just wired around. You can see there's a switch kind of just plugged through this guy right in there. And then here on the underside of the Footpad, dremel it out like these spots so that the wires can kind of, so that the wires can sit right on there. That's where this would be, just right over the top. So one other thing I think I'm probably going to do is, originally I put the strips only here, just to kind of keep them light, I guess. I was concerned about battery consumption, and I wanted it to last a while. I'm actually doing really well with battery consumption, so I'm probably going to continue the strip up in between here, put about like 5 LEDs, but on the rail, and then drill this all out so that it can shine through. So just like cut a slit into it here, LEDs on the rail, and then fill it with epoxy. The what do you call it? The bumper will still be able to come off. If I do it low enough, you might have to kind of bend it over a little bit, but do it so that will, like both sides, that way it'll kind of complete the whole like distance of it.